All right, let's see if I can talk about the Crimson Collective real quick within 5 minutes. So, when I first started it, right, this is like the Crimson Collective, the whole first file. Main characters started off with that stuff, and then I started listening like information like first, middle, last name, superpower, their code name in the story. The Palace of Mirrors, I don't remember what was Pokemon full size Gundam. Hold on. The specialty, spirit, double sword, weapon, and occupation. And then moved over to some other tabs. AFL. I think that's the Zoanthrope listing. Spaceship names, things like that. And this is when I was first making up the characters. Like that's the whole puzzle pieces. Second, third, fourth, fifth wave of characters. Then I made the villains. Then I made extras. Powers. When I was like putting how many characters had the same superpower. Cyber Wielders, only two of them. Gruntage Wielders, only one in this story. Gemini, three. Pollution, Hella. All right. Ethnicity listing. Make sure I have it evened out. Jobs. And level of characters. And I'm pretty sure that was over a minute. Next file is the World We Know file. That's when I was designing the galaxies and things, naming them and whatnot. Group. I think this is when Crunch was 19 years old, and this is everybody he knew at the time that was 19 that got invited to that party, and it was a wild party. I ain't gonna say too much because I don't need to know all of it. But the dimensions listings, planet listings, what we started off with, space colony listings, space is empty, so delete it. Areas of importance, AOI, other characters. That's when I was, making up some other stuff. On Galaxy map. So front view, of course, is that what it means. Top view is what it means as well. Milky Way, right here. Everything else is spread out, but they can get to them quickly because you know how the universe is set up and things like that. Wow, Edgemere is empty. That's in the world we know. Okay, I'm gonna keep that there because I'm gonna have to do some stuff. I guess I have to create some more stuff, but this the rankings and the stuff throughout the story. Um, Pretty self-explanatory. What people's ranks is where I have them listed it within that organization. Everybody in Purge right there. Um, Galactic Forces right there. Uh, Crazy times making up so much stuff. Next file. This is what I was typing up when I was working downtown on the Gundam listing. All of the Gundams are going to be on Prentice Spaceship. His spaceship is that big. And this is the file that has all of the characters. That's when I was deciding on who was in the wall in the Seven Nightmares. Um, Black, indigo, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, white, pink, vapor, and everything in alphabetical order. And special grades, which is something I'm supposed to be recording soon. I gotta fine tune that script, make sure it's not too long. I'm tired of talking. But this is the timeline. This is the most important file because this is where I type out stuff like the soundtrack, um, quotes, things that are said. Most of it is on my phone. I need to start getting it over. And this is how much time the story takes place. This is like the timeline happens, starts on Happy New Year. Uh, Dang, I changed some things around, so I might have to move that around. But I'm gonna make the Prince Collective last the entirety of January in year 80 something. All right, what time? What time it is? 8124. All right, January the 12th. Yeah, see, I didn't change it. I need to update that relations within the story. I have a whole file showing the character spaces so it's easy to read. And this is like nations and things when I was making up the whole graphics for the planets and mapping them out and things like that. Um, Deciding on how many times each home nation of Earth Zero got nations on a planet when a new nation was created. Um, just like just to be like the home nation of the galaxy in situations, but it depends. Some of the galaxies have two planets, so that are habitable and multiple forming planets and things like that. But the forming planets are mapped out. Now, Gundams have been moved over here, except for that. Actually, is this the whole list? Nope, that ain't the whole list. I can just copy and paste and get rid of that old file. Covens, this all the mage listings. Jobs listed in color. And everybody that belongs to like a house. So some of the characters are double digit generation with a superpower, so they have the hereditary usage of it, so they come in with the ability of actual ancestors talking to them and guiding them with using their powers, makes the spear grid very easy for them to read. Yeah, it's a lot of characters. The ones in bold are people who are royalty, and I need to add you're on a mission. You're on a mission. It's bolded now. You're on a mission and Zobo near. Not copy. All right. That's a quick update, but I need to go do like a severe update in this 7 minutes, so then I do it in 5 minutes. Anyway, TPV out.